friends, today we're going to know how Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. Well, suddenly a few days ago, India has landed on the moon with the help of Robo and Vikram. You can watch our video on that topic. So click the pause and go in our channel and watch that video. But first, today we're going to know how Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. Well, the Neil Armstrong landed on the moon like this. There was a girl named Margaret Hamilton. She was working in a computer. She was a computer engineer. She was just sifting in Ohio at that time. And she was working she was a computer engineer. She was working for his husband, known as Michael. And suddenly, after some days, she wanted something like a software, what we see today. Today, she wants something like that in computers. At that time, the software was not invented. So she decided to invent something in computers. Then suddenly, some few days ago, the other day known as 13 August, when the Apollo 11 mission was not ready, she invented the software, and after this invention, she was given a Nobel Prize. And then suddenly the mission was ready to land the man on the moon. And it was Neil Armstrong and his Apollo 11 and 2 other astronauts. And then another day, she was invited at the NASA. She was in a laboratory, and the rocket was just launched. And she sat down to computer and started her work. And the rocket was launched. It was Apollo 10. It was the Apollo 10, and when the Apollo 10 was launched to the moon at the lunar surface, at that time suddenly one of the two astronauts of Neil Armstrong and others, they have pressed a wrong button and saved the Apollo 11. So that's why they lost their data in the Apollo 11, all of the data. So then Margaret Hamilton and some other scientists gave some more data to the spaceship to come back to Earth. And then the mission was not success. And then it came back on the Earth. And then after some other days, before the data losing day, a few days ago at that time, Margaret Hamilton's daughter was playing inside the laboratory, and then suddenly her daughter pressed a wrong button. So what was giving wrong and error messages to the spaceship at Apollo 10. And then suddenly Margaret Hamilton thought that some other astronauts can do and can make errors at the NASA. And then it was real. The astronaut pressed the wrong button and they lost their data, and then the computer start giving error messages to the NASA. And then they sent with Margaret Hamilton some more data. It takes all 9 hours to launch more data. And after other days, the mission Apollo 11 was ready. And when it was launched, in all the Apollo 10 and Apollo 1 and Apollo 2 and Apollo 8, what was the thing was not making the spaceship land on the moon. It was software, because the Apollo 10 didn't have any software. It just have some computers. It didn't have any software. And at the Apollo 10, on the Apollo 11, all the scientists used Margaret Hamilton's software. And after that, in all 8 hours, the Neil Armstrong was landed on the moon. They made footprints on the moon and collect elements and rocks and moon rocks on the moon, and they burrowed a flag on the moon. And with the help of Margaret's software, the mission Apollo 11 was a success, and the Neil Armstrong was landed on the moon. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. And wait, I've got something more to tell you. Do you know? It's been 50 years that Neil Armstrong landed on the moon, and now the America's flag is all white. There are no stars and there are no red lines, because the flag get white because of the sun rays. Sun's ultraviolet rays made the flag white. Okay, so as we know, the Chandrayaan-3 landed on the moon. So please watch our video on the Chandrayaan-3 from India. Okay. And don't forget to like and subscribe our channel and share our videos. I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.